coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Finds a seam down the middle. He's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Pass play on 1st and 10. Cut out left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. Complete over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Has it at the 7. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, with a big gain on that play. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Pass play now. Has it down close. And that's a New York touchdown. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. catch is made down the right sideline. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Giants finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now Brown on to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Third and long for him here. Got his target. It's Baker. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. So on fourth down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just one.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
To the air now on first and 10. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. The speed's the difference.
He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants break the tie here in the first. Brown now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now Brown on to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. They'll come out throwing. Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing it to start this drive. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That's the end of the first quarter in this battle of New York franchises. Neither side separating much so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it in the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That finds Jacobs, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Back now, pressure on its way. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. motion. And in, touchdown, New York. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now on 2nd and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 1-score game in the first half. That one right down the middle. And the Jets cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10 from the 41. He'll throw it. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
1st and 10, they're going to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Setting up a throw. Hits his running back. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. And it's the Jets looking at 1st and 5. Throwing now from the gun. Flushed out now to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
Throwing it again here. The back grabs it. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He rolls to his right. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. On the move, headed right. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage. Just because you're worried about taking a safety, you still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
Gets them a couple there in a very good spot now with 2nd and goal from the 1. They're running again. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's 3rd and goal.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. QB sneak coming. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Jets earn the chance to tie before halftime. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets tie this game at 21. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
From the 40 on second down. He's got him. That's Moss. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. That one gains 7. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing from the gun here. That's completed right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And this is down all the way to the 3.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's on the move. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll run for it, Jacobs. And he will take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2. Brown adds the PAT. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Brown on to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's running with it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 42. Completes this one to Baker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he'll get this down to the 40. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's 2nd and 7. He's got a man left. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing off the play fake here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Field goal try upcoming from the Jets. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the deficit stays at 7.
So in the end, the armchair quarterbacks, Kate, are going to tell you the more aggressive-minded play caller would have been correct. It would have been a better decision to go for it as they come up with nothing from that field goal try.
They'll come out throwing. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Jets are starting deep from their own territory here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Forced out to his right. Complete out to the right side. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 17. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. That one right down the middle. And the Jets tie us up 28-all. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're throwing it. That one's complete over the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To throw here on 1st down. And that one's unsuccessful.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they're the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
This our last play of the quarter. Second and 10 now. It is caught left side. And he's able to get it past midfield and down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. The Giants are set to punt. Oh, and they're going to fake this one. Pass caught. And they'll bring him down, but not before the fake gets them a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. Geno Stone picks it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Throwing now from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They bring a tight end in motion right. Working inside the red zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Jets will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
To the air, 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by Carter. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the 1st. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Looking to throw. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. 1st down, ball at the 36. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Complete out to the right. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down, ball at the 36. Handoff here to Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here he is to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he is to throw. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. Oh, now Lateral, and it's loose. They got their own fumble. And the Giants will take over at the opposing 20 following the interception. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Setting up to pass. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Turning to Jacobs on third. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. That one is good. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Now Brown on to send it away. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on 2nd down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw it. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Throwing now. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
After that stop, Kate, they can start to celebrate. Or kind of. They still got to finish this game. And my favorite formation in football, that victory formation. Get into it, secure the football, and you'll secure this victory.
So the Giants come away with the win. And they got the field goal when it mattered most. And that kicked the difference in the game and what lets them leave here with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.